Please enjoy this reading from Rift Particle, the first book in the Stellar One novel series, written by W.R. Bryan, read to you by the author. May 26, 2224, Hangar Bay, Stellar One, Gliese System 667, 1650 hours. The clang of the hangar doors echoed through the cavernous space as they sealed shut behind Razor and Maya, their last cargo run from the surface of New Hope complete. Razor keyed his comm unit, his voice a rumble over the static. Hangar Bay to bridge. Final load from the surface delivered. Base camp cleanup is finished. Captain Merrick's voice crackled back, tinged with a hint of relief. Good work, Chief Harris. Please extend my thanks to your team for their hard work. Before Razor could respond, another call chimed in. Ops to Hangar Bay. Ethan's voice chirped through the speaker. Razor tapped his comm unit. Go ahead, Ops. Thought I felt the hangar doors cycle, Ethan said. How soon can you be cleaned up? Give us 30, Razor replied. That'll work, Ethan said. Let's say 1730 hours. Meet me in Ops. Tell Maya she's welcome too. Maya, who had been silently checking off inventory, leaned forward and sniffed theatrically at Razor. Probably good you'll have another 10 minutes in the harmonic shower. You could probably use it. Razor's boisterous laugh filled with hanger. What? And lose this manly musk I've been collecting all day? As they strode through the door, Maya, not to be outdone, shot back. It smells more like a man killed a musk ox and then left him rotting for a week in the sun. Their laughter echoed as they exited the hangar, the banter of a testament to their camaraderie forged in the crucible of space exploration. May 26, 2224, OpsCenter, Stellar One, Gliese System 667, 1730 hours. The clock ticked past 1730 hours as Ethan surveyed the OpsCenter, a sense of satisfaction warming him. The space buzzed with anticipation, the usual sterile atmosphere replaced by the warm glow of strategically placed lighting and the tantalizing aroma of grilling meat wafting in from the makeshift kitchen area. It had been a whirlwind 30 minutes, contacting the bridge officers, alerting the chef, even extending an invitation to the reclusive Muldoon. Yet it had come together seamlessly, a testament to the camaraderie that had blossomed amongst the crew. This idea, concocted with Sally over shared cups of coffee and hushed conversations, was a much-needed respite from the unrelenting stress of the past weeks. It seemed like one emergency after another, a relentless chain of challenges that kept everyone on edge. Tonight, however, was all about letting loose and recharging. Beer, burgers, brats, darts, and who knew what other culinary surprises Chef had in store. A kaleidoscope of colors caught Ethan's eye as Mary Diaz entered, sporting a vibrant tie-dyed shirt and a mischievous grin. In her hands, she carried a tray of cocktails, their fruity scent filling the air. Ethan had to admit her concoction was surprisingly delicious, a perfect blend of sweet and tangy. And was there just a hint of heat on the back end? Several others had followed Mary's lead, opting for a more relaxed attire. A few, however, had chosen to dress up, a stark contrast to the usual utilitarian uniforms. Captain Merrick, in particular, looked striking in a white button-down shirt, the top buttons undone, crisp shirt sleeves with the flash of silver cufflinks at the wrists, coupled with black slacks, impeccably pressed. He drew more than a few appreciative glances from the female officers. Razor lumbered in, a towering figure in his trusty size 14 black work boots, tan cargo pants, and a rolled-up flannel shirt over a bright white t-shirt. He exuded rugged charm, a stark contrast to the more polished appearance of some of the other attendees. Muldoon, surprisingly dapper in a crisp suit, entered hesitantly, his familiar eyewear conspicuously absent. His normal, stoic expression was softened by a hint of curiosity, a testament to the lure of the festivities. Finally, Maya and Amani arrived, their laughter echoing through the room. They were a vision of grace and elegance in their free-flowing summer dresses. Amani's sapphire blue dress was particularly striking, accentuating her natural beauty. Maya's floral print dress, a vibrant tapestry of wildflowers, swirled around her as she moved, encapsulating the joyous energy of the evening. The familiar hum of conversation and laughter filled the OpsCenter, a comforting counterpoint to the usual sterile hum of technology. Mary, having momentarily abandoned her post at the makeshift bar, hopped onto a workstation and queued up a playlist. A catchy dance mix pulsed the room, its rhythm perfect for those who wanted to dance, but at a volume that still allowed easy conversation. The room now humming with excitement, Chef emerged from the kitchen area, a mischievous glint in his eye. He tapped a gleaming cloche with a silver butter knife, announcing, "Dinner is served in 15 minutes." Razor, ever the showman, seized the moment. With a theatrical flourish, he produced a small box from his pocket about 7 inches by 3. "That means just enough time for the first match," he proclaimed, brandishing the box like a magician unveiling his latest trick. "Who among you brave souls dares to challenge Razor in his latest dart design?" From across the room, Jin's voice, unexpectedly bold, cut through the chatter. "I accept your challenge." The sudden declaration caught everyone, including Razor, off guard. Jin, the quiet, analytical observer, had become an unlikely devotee of darts, drawn in by the game's blend of ritual and precision. Razor, momentarily stunned, quickly recovered his composure. With a theatrical bow, he declared, "May the games begin!" He then grabbed a hefty beer stein he had crafted himself, a new hobby he'd picked up, and took a long swig of dark stout. The thick, foamy head left a comical mustache on his upper lip, drawing a wave of laughter from the onlookers. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation as Razor and Jin approached the dartboard, the rest of the crew gathering around to witness the unexpected showdown. The party had truly begun. As Razor and Jin made their way to the dartboard, Captain Merrick turned to find Mary flipping a cocktail shaker with a practiced hand. Mary, noticing his gaze, flashed him a smile. "Captain, looking sharp tonight," she exclaimed over the rhythmic shaking. "Ditching the uniform for a change?" Merrick chuckled, a rare warmth softening his features. "Just a little change of pace. And tonight, we let formalities rest," he replied. "Besides, it wouldn't hurt to remind everyone I clean up nicely." "Two bulls!" Razor's booming voice echoed through the OpsCenter, his excitement palpable as he celebrated a lucky throw. Maya, a sly grin on her face, sidled up to Jin. "Looks like he's got you now," she whispered, a playful challenge in her eyes. Jin, momentarily distracted, responded with an almost robotic recitation. In 501, the optimal target is the triple 20. He blinked as if he realized his autopilot response, then stumbled out, "I also wanted to say that your dress is quite floral." Maya, sensing his awkwardness, smoothly diverted attention away from his flub. "I thought I'd give the plants a run for their money," she quipped, a hint of amusement in her voice. Jin, grateful for the save, managed to chuckle. "A logical choice," he agreed, a rare smile gracing his lips. Their shared laughter momentarily bridged the gap between their vastly different personalities, a fleeting connection forged in the midst of a friendly competition. Just as quickly as it had started, the conversation faded, replaced by the rhythmic thud of darts hitting the board. Jin stepped to the line, his demeanor shifting as he entered his pre-throw ritual. He turned 90 degrees to the board, the dart balanced delicately between his fingers. With a slow exhale, the dart soared through the air, a silent testament to the newfound passion for precision and calculated risk. Ethan quietly slipped away from the revelry, a smile tugging at his lips as he observed the scene unfolding before him. Growing up on Initium had been a solitary affair. There had been few children his age. Most couples, if they did conceive, returned to Earth. Ethan hadn't minded the solitude, dedicating his time to work, learning, and the nightly ritual of immersing himself in classic sci-fi novels. While it had honed his engineering skills, it hadn't exactly fostered his social prowess. Now, as he watched his crewmates unwind and connect, he saw more than just colleagues. He saw a family, a motley crew of individuals who had become something deeper, something more profound. Sure, there were awkward moments like Jin's stilted conversation with Maya or Muldoon's valiant attempts at socializing, but it was those very imperfections that made them a family. His gaze drifted back to the makeshift bar, where Captain Merrick and Mary Diaz, the de facto parents of his unusual brood, were engaged in quiet conversation. he spotted his older sister, First Officer Sally Hardin, sharing a laugh with someone. He turned and saw Jin and Razor, his two younger brothers, undoubtedly engaged in some friendly competition, as always. Then there was Amani. The word sister didn't quite fit when he thought of her. He wasn't sure what she was to him yet, but there was a connection, a spark that he couldn't deny. He had time to figure it out, he mused. But for now, he noticed she was standing alone, a solitary figure amidst the merriment, and that wouldn't do. With a gentle smile, he approached her, his voice a soft murmur in her ear. "Miss Amari," he began, a warmth in his eyes. "Blue is definitely your color." Amani felt the warmth of a blush creep up her cheeks, a flutter in her chest as she met Ethan's gaze. Before she could respond, a voice boomed across the room, a welcome interruption that saved her from formulating a reply. "Dinner is served," Chef Roman announced, his thick British accent lending a theatrical flair to the declaration. The announcement broke the spell, and the crew eagerly gathered around the makeshift tables laden with sizzling burgers, savory brats, and all the fixings. A wave of excitement rippled through the room as they piled their plates high. The tantalizing aroma mingled with the fruity scent of Mary's cocktails and the hoppy notes of various beers, from crisp IPAs to rich, dark stouts. As laughter and conversation filled the air, Captain Merrick surveyed the scene with a contented smile. Yet, beneath the surface, a solemn thought echoed in his mind. Give them this tonight. For tomorrow we will answer the siren's call. The weight of their impending mission, the uncertainty of what lay beyond the rift, casting a long shadow over the festivities. But for now, he allowed himself to bask in the warmth of family, knowing that their bond would be their greatest strength in the trials to come. If you were captivated by this excerpt from Rift Particle, I invite you to delve into the complete adventure. The full novel is available on Amazon.com and through your Kindle store. Your continued support fuels my creativity, and I can't wait to share the rest of this universe with you.